My name is Temitope Gomez. Normally, I don't tell people that I have, the condition or I have sickle cell. But like 4 years ago, or 5 years, I'm not sure, a friend of mine organized a sickle cell walk, and I played an active part of the whole thing. So a lot of people just thought maybe I was there to support, but when I started explaining to people that it was like I had sickle cell, that was why I was really actively part of the thing, and people were surprised and anything, but it was nothing to me. So you'll be fine. It's just like any other condition. Or me too. I have malaria, stuff like that. Yeah. It just annoys me, like, because no, it's not just like malaria, and I know I'll be fine, but I just hate it when it's not like it's a big deal. I want people to treat me like, oh my God, it's a big deal, but it's not like malaria, and it's not like typhoid or any other thing. So, and I also hate that. Oh my God, like I'm already dead, that kind of thing. So, what's crisis? I was with a couple of my friends, and they were complaining that my eyes were yellow. My eyes had always been yellow, so I was just like, it's not a big deal. And then they kept complaining that, dude, your eyes are like incredibly, like horribly discolored. And I think just so that they can leave me alone, I went to the hospital, and I did not come back home for 5 months. With sickle cell, you don't just deal with the pain. The pain is a big deal, but they're just complications. They're just things that you just sit in front of a doctor and they will just be talking, and you don't even really get it. I don't think anybody can really nail it. But I guess the best way I can put it is, when I was in junior high, I got run over by a car and I fractured my, left leg. And I did not cry, because it wasn't the kind of pain I was used to. It was just a discomfort. I did not cry. Crisis pain is incredibly horrible. Like, it is painful. When you fracture your bone, that pain, stretch it out over hours and days, non-stop. That is the closest I can put it. Doctor said something, I don't know. So they were going to operate, and I was very scared, because I've heard stories of people with crises. That's like the fastest way to, go to the other side. So I was really scared. But I spoke to someone who spoke to someone, and I met a doctor who said, okay, there are some other ways we can deal with this without having to operate on you and all. So we tried that. It was some very weird therapy. I don't know, I can't explain. It was just, but my bill was, putting everything together, my bill was at 1.3 million for 2 weeks. I don't tell people I have sickle cell. So all my years of, toasting chicks and all that, it just never comes up. Like, they just find out. I just have a really bad crisis, and go, oh my God, what is wrong? And I'm like, yeah, I have sickle cell. But I don't think I've dated anybody that, I don't know, like, the most uncomfortable relationship thing I've had was just, maybe I went on a date with a girl that I really didn't know much about, and we got talking, and I think I had a crisis, and she was so freaked out. She was completely freaked out, and I had to call my sister to come get me, all that. But with the person I got that I am married to, it was a case of I always tried at the beginning. I always tried to. I told her, because she got to know that I had sickle cell, but I always downplayed it. But no, it's not. It's not bad. So I always tried to make sure that she wouldn't be around anytime I had a crisis for a long time. And then I had a really bad one, and she was there. But we had dated for a while, so I think the relationship had solidified to a certain extent. So she was, and her not really understanding what it was, I guess it helped a bit, because she didn't really understand the whole genotype thing and the whole, you know, she was just in love, and okay, this is just one thing I have to live with, you know. So it was later on when we started talking about settling down. Then we now started dealing with genotype. I knew she was AA, so I wasn't really bothered. But then, you know, we had to have the conversation of, okay, if you were actually AS, it wouldn't have worked, or it would have been really difficult. If, you know, then can you deal with this? Can you deal with that? I remember when we had therapy, not therapy, marriage counseling, and the counselor was like, are you prepared? Are you really, she was talking to her, like, are you prepared? What if he dies, you know, and leaves you with kids and all that? But she dealt with it. But like I said, we already had a solid relationship before we had to deal with the whole sickle cell thing. But kudos to her, she was brave and she stuck by it. So my greatest fear is having an episode that will change my the way I think and the way I approach sickle cell. I don't care about it. I only know that I have sickle cell when I'm having a crisis. After that, I'm just like everybody else. Like I tell my wife, I'm healthier than her. She falls ill more than I do, you know, and all that. And I know that that's what keeps me going. It's not a big deal. More than dying, which is like, you know, bad, but I don't want to be a liability to the people to my support system. I don't want to be a liability for a long time. I don't want to be bedridden for years or for a long time, where people will, like the people around me, my friends and family, will now have to, like, I'll be on their necks. They will have to, you know, take care of me for, like, it scares me. I don't want anything that will cripple me. I can't walk. I can't eat properly. I can't, you know, like it scares me. And they say before you're 20, I think, but by the time you're in your 20s, you've left the danger zone of that. But then there's now the 50s, where your body actually starts, you know, then that's also dangerous. That time, you know, stress, anything can trigger it. And I just don't want to, I don't want it to get to the point where I'm like a liability to my wife, or I can't take care of the home, I can't work, you know, all that scares me. Sickle cell is not by choice. It's not because you did not split your room when you were sleeping. It's not because you didn't take care of yourself enough or whatever. It's people are born that way. But beyond that, it's not a death sentence. It's not. I know people in relationships that they find out they're both AS and they decide to not date anymore. I respect that. I know people that won't date a sickler even if they are AA. You know, all that, yes, I get, but do not make it seem like the person that has the condition is less than a human being. Because in fact, most people, I don't know a lot of people that have sickle cell for me, but the people that I know that have sickle cell are more active, they are brilliant, they're more all over the place, they are more enterprising than people that don't. So treating people that have sickle cell like they are beneath is very bad. You need to watch how you talk about sickle cell to people, because not a lot of people come out to tell you that they do. You are in a crowd, or you're in a gathering and you're talking about sickle cell, and the marriage counselor or is talking and he's saying, oh my God, don't have sickle cell children. Oh, but there are something. They will, the life, they will ruin your life. It's so miserable, oh, something. And there are people there that have sickle cell looking at you like, really, they're not that bad, you know. So it's the compassion, it's the way you talk about people that have the condition. It's the way, you know, people, all conditions are bad, and people going through it, it's not really by choice at the end of the day, but there's a really big difference with the way people treat people that are living with HIV and people that are living with cancer, for instance. People tend to be more compassionate with people living with cancer, because they just feel, oh my God, it's, you know, that's the same thing with sickle cell. Like, a lot of people just look at it like, they even think they can catch it from, yeah. There's people that just, they behave like, nah, oh my, like he will break, she will die, you know, that kind of thing. And it's really bad, because people living with sickle cell get discriminated at work, at home, in their social circles and all that. And it really, it's bad more than you know, just making someone feel bad. And people living in the condition have a way of dealing with the pain, different ways. But most people that I know take energy from feeling like it's not a big deal. They are just like everybody else. So if you make them feel less than that, the next time they have a crisis, they might not be able to deal with it. It's psychologically, it's a war. There's a war on your body. There's a war in your mind, and your mind is the most important part, because you are dealing with pain beyond anything, and it's very easy. I know a couple of times where I will be in crisis, and I am not joking. It's not even funny. It will be easier for me to let go, knowing that letting go is actually letting go. It's dying. It's not a case. Like, the option will be with you. You would have the key, you know. And I know those times I'm thinking like, oh, I'll miss out on this. I would, you know, oh, my friends are waiting. Oh, we say we want to do this, I'm not falling ill, man. I need to get up. I need to get up. If my friends start treating me like, oh, you're gonna die, you know, oh my God, you can't come with us, you can't do this, you can't, you know, then it just sits in my mind. And the next time I'm fighting that battle, I'll probably just give up. So you need to watch. It's what you tell people that are living with sickle cell. It's how you obviously take care of them, but it's how you treat them. It's how you act around them. You know, if you treat them like they are part of life, and you know, it's not a big deal, then they're fine.